as we now go in the second set of Lawson ahead. Oh my god! Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back with the F1 career mode, bringing Williams back to the top. And guys, before going on, we are at the Miami Grand Prix, and I want to remind you to please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, whatever you want to say it, because it will help the channel grow, and more videos surely will come. And we're here for the Miami Grand Prix. We're coming after the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, which didn't go as planned. You know, we were looking good for a P5, P6, but then, you know, things started to turn out badly. But let's see, that's the standings. We're currently 7th in the Drivers' Championship, and ooh, we got a secret meeting. Who's it with? Mercedes. No, I'm not ready to become a terrorist. What the hell? Oh man, Mercedes. Last time we were offered Aston Martin, but I don't know. Mercedes is quite intriguing, but you know, I want to stay faithful because the objective is to bring Williams back to the top. And leaving for Mercedes, you know, you can see there, you know, I'm hesitating because I'm thinking about it, and you know what, I'm just gonna decline because, you know, we vowed to bring Williams back to the top, and so it would be. And you know, there's, being Italian, there's only one team that could really, yeah, go, I don't know.
Delighted with the loyalty you're showing to the team and the project. Now's a good time to ask for a bonus, or a boat, or whatever it is you people get up to out of the car.
Yeah, sure, I will ask for a boat, I don't know. But as I was saying, you know, there's only one team, being an Italian, that could make me, you know, think of leaving Williams, and I can think you've all figured it out, which is of course Ferrari. But you know, at the moment I really don't know if Williams is that much worse than Ferrari, considering, you know, how the season in real life ended. And speaking about real life, you know, I've published some videos about the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, so be sure to check it out. You know, I'll leave it up here somewhere because it's pretty interesting. It's my point of view on what happened on the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix weekend and pretty much all of the season. So, you know, I'll leave you to it. But nevertheless, we are going straight into sprint qualifying because, you know, Miami, of course, is a sprint weekend. So it's going to be a bit of a longer video, but, you know, it's going to be entertaining, I can assure you. So we go right into the sprint, we load the setup, and we go right on the track to get the best time possible to try and qualify, at least I'd say, and qualify. But so we're going now, 4 minutes left, we're closing our best lap. We set a purple sector. Oh my god, the rear end was no loosey-goosey in the last sector there, quoting Sebastian Vettel. And we go to P7, which is a very interesting and good time. So yes, but hold on a second. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry, I was thinking my thieves were entering in my house. So, but nevertheless, we are back. So, it's a pretty good time. It seems like a pretty good time, but nevertheless, we don't have time for another lap because neither do we have the tires. So, we just hope for the best. And so, here we go. We are P7. Yes, we are through. Crofty, what on earth are you going on about? This is Q2. So, we end our final lap, our first lap, I'm sorry, with a 1:27.9, which is not a very good lap time, so we'll have to improve. As you can see, we've gained already 2 tenths in the first 3 corners. We have a chance. We have a chance to go through to Q3 on these medium tires, which our cars never really digested in this season. No! No, mate, no! Ah, fuck off. Ah, man, come on. We were 5 tenths up. As you can see there, I rage baited and... Ah, man, come on. Why am I so stupid? I am so stupid. It was such a rookie mistake. We are rookies, but that's such a rookie mistake. I can't even get the right option to retire from the session. Ah, mate. Yeah, it's just a sprint, you know. It doesn't really matter, but you know, it would have been better if we had gone through, but still. Yeah, so let's see what position we end up in. No, we actually don't, but I can tell you it's P14. So, yeah, no, Crafty, I don't want you to introduce me to any of your friends. So, let's go right in, guys. And so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights on ahead of the drivers. And it's lights out, and away we go. We get a very good start, getting in the slipstream of Kimi Antonelli. We go for the move. We pass so many cars down the inside. Can we get Lawson as well? No. No, we can't, because he fenders us off. But who's there? It's Russell. Russell was side by side with George Russell. Can we go for the move around the outside? No, not quite, especially because we are with heavy fuel right now, so we can't. And that corner is too tight for us to go to the outside. But nevertheless, we've had a good start. We've gained some positions. Oh my god, we go on the curb too heavy and we almost lose the rear end. But nevertheless, it's still a decent start. We have gained 2 positions. We've moved from P14 to P12. And I can tell you, we gonna have some problems here, because the high speeds, the top speed is absolutely disastrous compared to the AI. Oh my god, we almost touched Liam Lawson in the back of his car, and it's going to be disastrous because I don't know why the AI uses such low downforce and manages anyway to go as a rocket in the fast and the slow sections, but somehow they do it. And so I had to put some more aerodynamic load, because otherwise I wouldn't make the corners. I would go faster to straight, but I wouldn't make the corners. So we're going to have a problem throughout the whole of the weekend. I'm going to tell you already. Overtaking is going to be very, very difficult, and defending too. But anyway, back to the sprint race. We have points in our sights because we're currently P12. We see 4 cars ahead of us, so it's P11, P10, P9 and P8. So remember, in the sprint, P8 is the last, of course, valuable place for points. So we can try. I mean, we don't know, because the tire wear on this car, it was seen on, especially on the medium tires, is horrendous. And so it's going to be a tough challenge, a tough task for us. But we're going to try. As you can see that we're already out of ERS. It's going to be tough as we now go into the second sector. And oh my god, Liam Lawson! Oh my god, we got a roadblock. Oh my god, we just about missed it. But, there was very good reflexes by us. So, as we now fast forward to lap 3, we've gone a bit wide into the left channel that brings us on the on this very long straight here. Thank you, Mark. That was very interesting to hear. But we're currently in no man's land right now, because we're too far from George Russell, who has DRS from the cars ahead. So we don't. We also have a top speed problem, and Carlos Sainz is a bit far back. And I want to take a moment to just really shout out to who created this section of the circuit, because it's very beautiful. I hate all of the other parts of the circuit, but this one is very good. So, that said, we can go to lap 4, where Carlos Sainz has caught up to us, and it seems like also Lance Stroll has. So, yeah, we're just going to be passed by Lance Stroll. That could be no greater dishonor for an F1 driver, as he now goes for a move on Carlos Sainz, who defends around the outside. Can we get closer to him and Lance Stroll? Yes, we can, but there's a yellow flag in the second sector. Who's that? Oh my god, we almost made contact with Carlos Sainz. But I want to know who's the yellow flag. What's the yellow flag for? Just a bag, probably. Sorry, not a bag, a bug. But we get DRS from Carlos Sainz, but Oliver Behrman is all over the back of us. He goes to the outside. Can we go for a move? Can we defend down the inside? Yes, just about. careful on the power here because the rear of the car will get no loosey-goosey in the last sector there. Quoting once again Sebastian Vettel. Well, Behrman is going to go around the outside, but he brakes strangely early. But you know, I'll take that. I'm not complaining. Oh my god! Oh my god! We're rallying out here. Oh my god! Lando Norris as Behrman goes for a move down the inside, but we fend him off. Lando Norris is out. Ooh, just like Saudi Arabia, he's a bit more lucky right now because it happens in a sprint, so there's less points to play with. But my god, 2 races in a row that he is out. As now Oliver Behrman goes for a move. We are out of ERS, and now Nico Hulkenberg as well. Mate, this car, mate. You know, it's probably just me and my way of aggressively driving, you know, bringing speed in every corner and not managing the tires. But mate, come on, the tire wear is just too bad. It's so bad. Mate. It was really bad. It hurts my feeling, you know. Ooh, and also Gabriel Bartoletto is out. Poor Gabriel, I'm sorry for him. But as I was saying, it hurts my feelings. Oh my god, we're just rallying out here. We're rallying here. Rallying. Absolutely rallying. But, you know, it's also a problem because it's quite difficult in here in Miami to manage ERS. We get a track limits. It's also very difficult to of course manage ERS, so most of the time we end up having no top speed whatsoever. Now we're P14, we're back where we started, and I can tell you it's only going to get worse because Kimi Antonelli has caught up to us. We tried to defend our fellow Italian as we did before with Oliver Behrman. Oh my god, we're rallying once again, and we make contact. We make contact with Kimi. And he has the arrest too. Man. Yeah, I know. I'm feeling the effects of some tire wear. Mark, thank you for making me notice that the car is such a shitbox. Sorry for the bad word, but it's such a shitbox in managing the tires. Mate, it's very, very frustrating. I can tell you. I can really tell you. As now, Pierre Gasly has caught up to us, and even Liam Lawson, who we passed 7 laps ago after he spun, has caught back up to us. This is a joke. This is an absolute joke. Mate, I can't wait for this sprint race to be over. We're gonna change something on the setup because it's just oh my god. Gasly, Pierre, what are you doing there? You completely was like a flag, you know. Oh my god, Pierre, calm down. You know, it's a sprint race. We're fighting for scrums. You know, it's not like we're fighting for the win. And there he goes. You know, there was no doubt he was going to get passed again. But we absolutely have to change something on the setup, guys, because otherwise, you know, the race is going to be the same, and the long race, of course, and we can't afford that. We can't lose important points like we did in Saudi Arabia, because it would be just disastrous. It would be absolutely disastrous. So we go into the final lap. We're currently on the final lap, and Jack Doohan, who's not even an F1 driver anymore, we're so slow that an F1 driver that is not an F1 driver has caught up to us. A former F1 driver has caught up to us. Yeah, I highly appreciate that the situation is like this. There you go, Jack. Fuck off in the distance. I'm sorry. I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated. We end up in P70, P18. Oh my god. It's P18. P18. P17 because Lawson had a penalty, but oh mate. Oh my god. On the verge of a mental breakdown. And that's just a sprint. I can't imagine what the car is going to look like in the big race.
and of course the main event, this weekend's Formula One Grand Prix. We'll see you next time.
Yes, and about that, if that wasn't enough, if not only the horrendous performances weren't enough, I'll tell you in a bit. Go, Crofty.
Speed will separate these drivers today, but the question is, who's got what it takes to get pole?
Yes, that would be the right question to answer. If not only my PC would have absolutely, I can't express how frustrated I am, because for once, I've been doing some serious good qualifyings in the last Grand Prix, and now my PC for some reason trashed the only copy of the recording that I had done about the qualifying, and so this is the last bit of footage that I had. And so we're going straight into the race, ladies and gentlemen. We're going straight into the race. And you're going to find out on the grid, where I am on the grid, by Crofty's commentary. And, I am very, very pissed off right now. I'm so pissed off I could throw myself off the balcony. But I won't, because, life is worth living for. So, I just let you in the hands of Crofty, who's going to surely express my feelings, and in a better way, in a more polite way that I would have done, and he's gonna tell you, of course, what the standings are for the race.
Formula One has arrived in the Sunshine State for spectacular sunsets, gentle breezes, warm waters, and for what will be a fantastic race day here at the Miami International Autodrome. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium, and 19 corners make up the Miami International Autodrome, which will challenge the drivers in a tight wheel-to-wheel race. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Piastri, Carlos Sainz, a Williams, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Antonelli, and Pierre Gasly, Hadjar, Behrman, Esteban Ocon, and Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, Lawson, Lance Stroll, and Jack Doohan. Norris and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
It is time indeed to head down to the track. So as you've seen there, we got a pretty decent qualifying as well. We qualified P6, and I couldn't even show you the lap. I'm so pissed off right now, I could smash my laptop. Anyway, let's go, guys. 4, 5 lights on ahead of the drivers, and it's lights out, and away we go as Lewis Hamilton is on pole position. How unrealistic could that be? But we go down the inside. Let's see. That's us. That's us. We've gone down a move on our teammate and on Oscar Piastri as well. Oh my God, that's a mega star. We're so aggressive. We've been so aggressive on the start, and so let's go. We got a track limits there, but nevertheless that doesn't matter. So we set our sights on the podium. I know, especially after the performance in the sprint race, I can tell you already that we can't aim for the podium. We can't absolutely aim for the podium, but we can see there Oscar Piastri is going to get a move on us. We're toe to toe. We go for a move down the inside. Can we cover it? Yes. Yes, we managed to get a position back. And so let's see if we can gain some time on the cars ahead, especially if we can try to keep within the DRS range. That would help us a lot, especially on defending Oscar Piastri. So, but you can see there, Oscar Piastri is going to go for a move. He has the extra speed. Oh, we touch. Oh my God, that's bits of carbon fiber driving all the way into the circuit. It's probably, yes, Oscar Piastri has a damage, but we go around the outside. Can we go? Yes. Yes, we've closed the move, and we've ended up once again ahead of Oscar Piastri. And now let's go on board. Let's go on board because, that was a pretty good, I'd say, start. But now we have to manage it. We absolutely have to manage it. And as you can see there, Carlos Sainz is on the soft tires. The game was, of course, telling me to start on the soft tires, but I had no new soft tires. It would have been like 20% wear after the qualifying. So that would have made no sense whatsoever. There's a yellow flag. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2. Who's that? There's a blue dot. Is that a Red Bull? There's a blue dot going slowly. I don't know. Is that a Red Bull? Is it a V-Carb? Or is it Carlos Sainz? Yes! It's Carlos Sainz! Oh no, mate! Oh, mate, come on! But he hasn't retired yet, so what's the problem? I can't understand, guys. What's the problem? I don't know. What? In the meantime, we've kept on the back of Charles Leclerc, but what's going on with Carlos? What's going on? I don't understand. But anyway, oh my God, he is out of the session. And Bortoletto too. Did he have the contact? Did he have a contact? And the virtual safety car is deployed. I was trying to listen to what my engineer was saying, and oh, it's a failure. It's a failure once again for Carlos. No. Ah, mate, come on. How unlucky can he be? I feel for Carlos. I really do. I'm really sorry for him, but this is racing. These things happen in racing. So yeah, we have to go on. It's a good thing that a virtual safety car come out, because of course we can preserve the tires for a bit longer. We don't have to push all the way. But now virtual safety car is going to end right now. Okay, yeah, we go. I was a little bit tempted there because the delta wasn't up by much, so I had to slow down, so I was looking at it, and so that's why I, of course, stuttered a bit. But nevertheless, there's a yellow flag once again. What the hell is going on? But I don't know. Oh, mate, because I had a virtual safety car once again. What the hell is going on in this race? Oh, what the hell is going on, mate? You can't overtake during a safety car. What the hell is Piastri doing? Now I'm gonna overtake him back. What the hell is he doing? I'm gonna overtake him once again. You can't overtake during a safety car. You can't think you overtake me illegally and I'm gonna let you do it. What the hell is wrong with this game? Anyway, the virtual safety car is now ending, and we have caught back up to Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. And I want to take a minute. To make you look at something. It's a Ferrari 1-2. It's a freaking Ferrari 1-2 with Lewis Hamilton leading the pack. What on earth is wrong with this game? This game is so unrealistic. I'm actually going to sue the Codemasters and EA Sports. You can't do this because this hurts my soul. But nevertheless, fast forward to lap 7, and we've lost the train of those ahead, and it's now not anymore a Ferrari 1-2, but Oscar Piastri is now caught back up to us, and now this time he's going to fancy a move. This time he's going to do it legally, at least, and there's nothing we can do about it. There's just nothing we can do about it. We have absolutely no ERS whatsoever. The tires are starting to fade, and remember, we have to do at least shut up, Mark, I'm talking. We have to do at least six more laps on these tires, and I can tell you it's not going to be easy at all, and we might actually be cooked. pretty much cooked, because yeah, it's not going to be easy at all. But if we can keep within the DRS range of Oscar Piastri, then maybe we can fend off a bit, more, a bit better, because Fernando Alonso, El Padre, is catching back up to us and is currently 1.5 seconds away from us. Yeah, thank you, Mark. Thank you for telling me all the things I want to know, such as I'm dropping a second from the car ahead. But at least we can. It seems like we can keep within the arrest zone. We're currently 7 tenths away from Oscar Piastri, and I currently don't want to go for a move. You know, it would be enough for me if we could, of course, just keep within the arrest range and keep Fernando Alonso at bay. But it's not gonna be easy, of course, because we don't have any DRS to play with, and even though we have the DRS, we just can't keep up with Oscar Piastri and any of the other competitors because our car is utterly shite on the straights, and there's not much we can do about it. So we just hope for the best. We hope the tires keep up, and we try and gain some time in the, you know, in this kind of sections, you know, where the most turns are, because, you know, there's no. Look at that. How can I keep up with such things? How can I keep up with such a race top speed? How can I keep up? I can't. I simply can't. But we're gonna try our best, as always, guys, as always. But nevertheless, my God. Let's focus. Let's, you know, regenerate, and we go back into the racing action. But Oscar Piastri has now gone into the distance, and Fernando Alonso is the next client that we're going to have to face. And you can see there, he just waltzes by us. He gives a mile in a top speed, and I can do anything about it. I can't do anything about it. Mate, this is so incredibly frustrating. Now I understand what Charles Leclerc and Sebastian Vettel felt driving the SF1000 when, you know, the engine, of course, was a piece of crap. And, you know, now this time even the car is not performing well, because you can see there I'm drifting. I'm literally drifting into the first 3 turns, and you know what? I'm tired of these tires. I'm gonna pit. I've decided I'm gonna pit. It's gonna be 3 laps early. My God, we're just about to slow it in time. And you can see there who's gone into the pits. Fernando Alonso as well has gone into the pits. But, you know, it was getting too much. You know, not only we don't have any top speed, but the tires were getting too on the verge of a puncture. So let's go. We get into the pit. We go into the with the hard tires. It's lap 11. We're gonna have to do 18 laps on those tires. We emerge right ahead of Nico Hülkenberg. Yes, we emerge right ahead of Nico Hülkenberg. But can we keep him behind? Especially because we have no top speed. So it's going to be very difficult. You can see there he sticks his nose into the inside of the corner, but we managed to, you know, get a hold of him. But it's going to be difficult for us because we have cold tires, and of course we have no top speed. So Nico Hülkenberg is going to surely fancy a move. He's going to surely fancy a move. So we have to go to the outside because he stuck his nose to the inside, and there you can see there, he absolutely waltzes by us. But anyway, we called back to it. Oh my god, we go for the move. What the hell? I didn't shout it, because normally if I had gone for a move this far back, I would probably have been, you know, upside down in my room going in circles. But, you know, that was pretty strange, because he braked so early, you know, that it's almost seemed strange to me. Probably there was some kind of problem. But I take it. That's no problem for me. I actually like it. But, you know, keep this problem to yourself. Do not involve me. I don't want to know anything about it. And now the next target, if we can keep Nico Hülkenberg behind, can we? He goes to the outside, but no. We break a little bit later. We know we use our fresher tire to brake a little bit late, and our next target is now Pierre Gasly, and we almost catch back up to him. We of course gained so much time in this section of the circuit. Of course, the setup with more downforce of course helps us, and Gasly is now overtaken Tsunoda. You can see him there into the first turn, and so we have now caught back to Yuki Tsunoda. Well, not back to, because we never were behind him, but we have caught up to Yuki Tsunoda, and we're going to surely fancy a move in the next straight if we can get the ERS and the DRS, which we surely do. Can we go? He's so slow. Can we go for the move? Yes, he moves. Yes, This was a very clean move. Very clean move. Thank you, Mark. This is the kind of team radio I want to hear from you. Not that I'm losing 1 second from the guys ahead. Thank you. And can we keep him behind? Oh my God, it's two of them. It's two of them. Who's going around the outside? Is it Yuki Tsunoda? No, it's Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg has passed Tsunoda, but now, nevertheless, flash forward to lap 17. We have caught up back to Pierre Gasly. He's so slow. Look at this. He's so slow through the corners. Can we go for the same move we've gone on Tsunoda? We're gonna try, but no, he manages to stay ahead. But we have a really good position to get the overtake on this very straight ERS activated DRS full usage. Can we go down the inside? Yes, we have to go down the inside on the braking. Yes, we managed to get a position. And next up is Fernando Alonso. So we're back in position. We're back where we left off before we pit, which is P5. And now it's a matter of managing the tires and hoping it sticks to the end. And I'm not very positive on the fact that I can keep P5 or better P4, because Fernando Alonso is going to surely pit. But as you can see there, I didn't have the time to say it, that Lando Norris has overtaken us for P4, and behind him is also Oscar Piastri. So reminder that Lando Norris has started in P19. What a race from Lando! Wow, that was very interesting. Sorry, oh my God, I just burped. But anyway, that was very interesting from the game to prove that Lando Norris has such speed, and we have speed too. Can we go for the same move we went on Oscar Piastri in the first lap around the outside? Yes, we go. Yes, we have gone around the outside of Lando Norris, but it's now a problem because we don't have any arrest to defend. We have a low top speed, and Lando Norris is going to go around the outside of turn 1, but he brakes a little bit early for some reason. I can't understand why the AI keeps doing it. I don't really understand why the AI is doing this, but nevertheless, I'm not gonna absolutely complain about it. But now he goes around the outside, and yes, now we have to let him go, and yeah, there's just not much I can do about it. Of course, let's just chill out and remind that he's in a McLaren, we're in a Williams, so this is not our battle. Currently, at least for the moment, we're trying to get to the battle, but that's not our battle for the moment. We're gonna try and stick with him. Of course, the plan is always the same. Stay within the DRS zone so you can defend from those behind. That are very difficult clients, such as Russell and Piastri. But there's not much we can do if not stay within the DRS zone of Lando Norris and hope for the best. But I'm not optimistic about that, because we're now on a 10 lap old hard tire, which is absolutely fading off, especially because the car is not very good in treating the tires. So we have you watching, you probably should start praying for us, because I can tell you, I'm going to spoil it to you. It's going to be very difficult. And in fact, fast forward to lap 21, and Oscar Piastri has caught up to us. And not only him, but George Russell, you can see there, he waltzes by us. He's like, he probably has, oh my God, we touch with Piastri. He has some kind of problem with us in this race. And I'm going to make sure he knows that. If he has a problem with me, I'll fight back. There's no problem. I'll fight back the Italian way. There's no way I'm gonna, of course, let that run. But now the plan is always the same. It's only the car that changes. As Lewis Hamilton sets the fastest lap, the plan is always the same. Stick within the DRS zone and hope for the best. As Oscar Piastri goes for a move down the inside, we cover him, but we go around the outside once again. Can we go? He has a damaged front wing as well. Can we go for a move around the outside? Can we fend off Oscar Piastri? Yes, we can. We get the DRS from George Russell. But can we go? Yes, we're safe from him. And that was a little bit personal. I'm not gonna lie. After all the things he did, especially the contact we made before, No, that was personal. That was personal. So, Oscar, I hope you learned the lesson. You don't mess with an Italian. So, let's go. The plan is always the same. I was telling you, it's only the car that changes because we're getting overtaken left and right. And so, yeah, the plan is stick with George Russell, stick within the DRS zone. But the problem is I don't have any DRS. I can't recover it. I can't absolutely recover it. But you know what, Oscar, you can go there. I'm going to go to the inside because it's personal now. There's no way I'm going to let you through without a fight. So, Oscar, you wanted this, I will get you this. So we go down the inside for the second time running, 2 laps in a row. But it seems like the plan is currently working. We're sticking with George Russell. And, it seems like we might be in a very good position, if we can keep within the arrest zone of George Russell. But the problem is, I don't have any arrest. I know you're sick and tired of hearing me say it, but the problem is that I don't have any arrest, and most of the top speed comes from the arrest and the overtake mode. So, yeah, and I don't know what to say, guys. It's a very difficult situation, but we will fight. We will not go down without a fight, and that's for sure. And now we go into lap 24. Oh my God, look at how I had to save the car. Oh, George Russell was in a bit of a moment there, but you can see how he just waltzes off into the distance. My God, we have no speed. We have no top speed, but in the corners you can see there I'm gaining. So the difficult thing is staying ahead, trying to stay with them in the straights. Mate, it's tough. As Oscar Piastri goes for a move, but we cover him off quite dangerously, I think. I'm not proud of this move, but the pride is starting to kick in. I don't want to let him through without a fight. So we go for the move under the brakes, and yes, there's no way he's gonna overtake me without fighting. He chose this, he chose this way. Oh my God, we almost make contact with George Russell. He's so slow in these corners. I don't know why, but you can see there as soon as he goes on the power, he gives me like 50 meters that I can't even recover in any way. He doesn't even have DRS. And you can see Oscar Piastri is all over the back of us now, but he doesn't go for the move. Maybe he understood the lesson that you don't mess with me. Oh my God. Fast forward to lap 26, guys. We can see there that George Russell is now 8 tenths ahead of us. Now Oscar Piastri and Fernando Alonso too have caught up to us. We have DRS. We don't have any ERS to defend with. And Fernando Alonso is going to go for the move. We're going to go defensive. Can we go? Oh my God! Oh my God, this might have been the best defensive move I've ever done. Defending on Fernando Alonso and going into the brakes to overtake Oscar Piastri. That was brave, but this time I don't want to criticize Oscar. Shout out to him for leaving the door open, because if he didn't do it, it would probably end up very badly for us. But thank you, Oscar. Thank you for being very, very polite. You understood the lesson, and you can see that the tires are so worn out. It's a miracle I'm not even getting the puncture, because we're in the puncture region. You can see that, you can hear how the tires are screaming even in the turns. When I'm leaning on the tire, I get a track limits there. When I'm leaning on the tire screams for mercy. But there's not much we can do about it. We can't pit now. It would make no sense. It would make absolutely no sense, because it's 2 laps to the end. We're P6 currently. I'm not sure we're going to keep it, but pitting would absolutely... Oh my God! No, Fernando, what the hell? Oh my God! He went for the move, and I don't know if that was me or that was him. I don't know if it was my fault or his fault. It probably was my fault because I turned into him, but he was so slow entering the corner. It's now Yuki Tsunoda passes us, and Oscar Piastri, our fierce enemy, is gonna waltz by us. But I probably know you've learned a lesson. So we go for the move on Oscar Piastri. We don't want to lose the points. And Oscar Piastri defends around the inside, but we go around the outside on this very tight section of the Miami circuit. So Yeah, Oscar, I'm your worst nightmare this race. I'm not gonna let you just humiliate me. It's humiliating enough that Yuki Tsunoda has passed me, so I'm not gonna let you humiliate me by making me look like a pimp. So let's go, and yeah, we're now entering the 28th lap. Oh my god, we went opposite lock with the steering. We're just drifting. It's a very complicated situation. But Oscar Piastri, no, Oscar, you didn't understand that I won't let you pass until you go over my dead body. And now he's probably gonna go over my dead body because can we go? We're gonna side draft him in the hope that he loses some speed. Oh my god, he brake tested us. He took it personal too. What the hell was that, Oscar? That's a clear brake test. I don't know what more could be clearer than that brake test. I don't know what could be clearer than that brake test. And that was very, very bad by him. And now Pierre Gasly has passed us too. But can we try and go for the move with 2 broken flaps? I probably was going insane. Look at them. They just brake tested me twice in the same lap. What the hell is going on? I am so pissed off right now. I could actually shunt anyone into the wall. And now Nico Hulkenberg is going to pass me as well. Go, Nico, go. I'm not even going to comment this because that was just unfair. It was just unfair. Piastri and Gasly have brake tested me within the span of a same lap. Within the span of 7 corners. I got 2 brake tests within the span of 7 corners. And we're now currently in the last lap. And with a broken wing, what can we do? What can we do with a broken wing? There's nothing we can't do. As Charles Leclerc wins the race. I'm pissed off because my race went very bad. But now the game is like, are you kidding me? Charles Leclerc won the race in Saudi Arabia and now he wins the 2nd race in a row. What the hell is going on with this game? The drivers are brake testing me, 2 brake tests within the same lap, and now Charles Leclerc is winning the race. What the hell is going on? But now back to the racing action. We've saved some ERS in the hope that it could help us defend from Lance Stroll, but it doesn't. Mate, we can't even go for the move on the braking because we don't have enough downforce. We would end up probably in Phoenix if we went for the move out of the braking. And yeah, it's P12. You know what? Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, and just I hate my life.